I want to talk about the two options that you have if you're trying to get out of the field in your landscaping business so you're not handcuffed to every job site. Option one is you become, I'll talk about option two in a second, but option one is you become the office manager and the admin person. And the second option is you stay in the field and keep driving production, and you find an office manager or an admin person that is in the office dealing with the insurance, the paperwork, filing taxes, running payroll, picking up the phones, doing the scheduling. It's a full-time job, and I know that you know that. We're on a job site right now doing trimming all these shrubs and trees, and I came here to just assess, and here's what I'm finding. I'm learning that I love being in the field more than being stuck doing all the admin work, because the physical workout, the sunshine, and the feeling of accomplishment versus being stuck behind a computer, talking to the insurance company, running payroll, doing all that stuff. He's topping those right now. Flat. All these privacy shrubs. So back to what I was saying. I've been out of the field for 6 weeks, and I've only been on a couple job sites, and I got to come here today. See, I didn't really want to make this video yet because I'm not ready to make this video, but I want to share my journey with you, because I want to, let's get some AC in here. Okay, because I want to share my journey with you. You might idealize getting out of the field and think, oh, when I can finally get out of the field and be in the office, everything's going to be so much better. And this is not true at all. But you have to experience to find out. You're just trading one stress for another, one job for another. And I'm telling you, after I've maybe worked a total of 3 half days in the past 6 to 7 weeks out in the field, because I'm so busy running the business, doing the marketing, the admin, grease in the sales, running payroll, talking to customers, setting up the next job, and then running my whole other media business, that I'm literally trapped just on my phone or in front of a computer hours and hours and hours a day, and it's a non-stop task list. So you're just sitting there getting no exercise, freaking out, and where you could be out cutting lawns, weed whipping, edging, shoveling snow, cleaning gutters, trimming bushes and trees, and putting down mulch, and doing whatever else you do, building patios or whatever. When you're in one position, you think that the grass is greener on the other side, but then you get to the other side and you realize it's not greener. For instance, this job right here we're on is, what's this, $1,200 to trim a couple ornamental trees, and then in the backyard to trim and flat top all the shrubs and remove all the debris. If you are trying to get out of the field, first you should learn your man-hour rate, learn your numbers, do all your books. If you don't have time to do all that, you got to hire someone to help you do that. It's a catch-22. So when you learn all your numbers and you dial in, you start charging what you would charge if somebody else were, you start to transition out of your position and you find somebody else to do all the stuff that you used to do. I'm not saying I'm a master at this. I'm like new to this. I suck at this. I have a total of 14 people working for me. It was up to 20 last year when we were doing a bunch of odds and ends stuff, and now it's about 14 people with landscaping and media business. And actually, so I used to think that that was cool when it was just me and a guy working all day. I'm like, wow, how do these guys do it? How do these guys have all these employees or all this stuff going on? It's not cool at all. It's actually way higher overhead, stressful, expensive. You feel like you don't ever get any peace when you think that you would have all the peace, but you don't, because you're non-stop delegating to people all day long. But one thing it does do is it builds your skills. your communication skills and your understanding that every little tiny T that you forget to cross and every I you forget to dot goes down the line, and then other people go out and execute on things or tasks, and when they mess it up or they didn't do something right, that's totally your fault. So you better learn quick to get really, really hyper specific in your communication, and then always inspect what you expect. So I could literally make an hour-long video talking about all the little tiny micro hiccups that happened that I learned that I can't even make these videos because I could literally talk about this for an hour. I'll give you some examples. Gosh. No, I don't want to talk about it because I'll just be going down the rabbit hole talking about all the examples. Basically, you'll have one thing that's a little hiccup, so you go to fix it. But you think because you fix that one thing that's a hiccup, or you've systematized it, whatever the hell they call it, that this next little issue pops up ain't going to happen but no, they're different. They're just similar things. That which is similar is not the same, and that which is the same is not similar, because if it was similar, it wouldn't be the same. They're totally different things. So you're constantly working on the business instead of in the business, but you're still working in the business at the same time. Like, I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. I just know that I feel a constant anxiety in my chest, like I can never totally friggin' relax for another hour-long conversation of all the reasons why. I think my point of this video is that you got two options. You either hire an office manager or somebody from home to do all of the administration work, or you do that and you go find what they call lead techs or crew leaders or foremen or people out in the field or some type of operations manager, someone that can manage all that stuff. And if you think it's impossible for somebody else to do what you do, go pick up something hard and hit yourself in the head with it. Because now, we'll see, now that depends. You might be totally disagreeing because you might be doing some high-end luxury outdoor living patio stuff that takes years and years and years of expertise, right? That's another hour-long conversation about, do you have a business that requires unicorns to do the shit? Because if you need a unicorn, totally different type of business model versus just doing simple cookie cutter stuff over and over and over again. How many different services do you offer? If you offer 20 different services, it's going to be pretty hard to find somebody who knows how to perform 20 different services to take your place. I am taking a pay cut, and I'm having to learn how to narrow my services and not do stuff that requires Keith. So that's the end of this video.